if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, you need to think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency. That's
Mm.
what Nikola Tesla said, and I think it applies nowadays more than ever. And I think it's a gate opener for people to realize like who we really are, what inner powers we have, and then it's also really helping us to understand more of how the world actually works.
That's beautiful. And as you said that, I was getting goosebumps. I mean,
Goosebumps.
you know, if we consider the singularity as the single point in time where everything has happened and started to dissipate from there as energy, and as life forms formed and then evolved into different species on the planet, we could all see that we've always been driven by energy. And if we start to study almost the ancient ancestors of who we are, we start to understand that people, had a sense.
Quantum field is neutral in a way, and all frequencies that exist within the quantum field. Quantum energy is basically that's the energy behind the matter. It's the same energy we have in each of our cells. The breakthrough that actually happened is that we were able to super concentrate and harness this quantum energy in a way that we can make it accessible to people, and then they can leverage that. That is really the breakthrough. So we have this technology, and the extension of that is called the block technology, the Leela blocks. People may have heard of the quantum block, the infinity block, and so on. It's just basically like little boxes that are open on all sides, and they have plates on the bottom and the top. And within that, you have a pure super concentrated quantum energy field. And we have different levels. Like you can have like a weak one, you can have a super strong one, and all that. And in essence, it's a high consciousness field. So because you can actually measure the consciousness level on the Hawkins scale, you can calibrate it. And our products rate higher and calibrate higher on the Hawkins scale than any other products out there by far and large. There's not even a comparison because the vibration is so high. And so with this energy, if you get in contact with it as a physiological organism, what it does, and I'll get into the science, but just to explain, it really signals to a physiological organism or an energetic being to get an optimal state into to bring out the full potential, whether that is a plant or an animal or a human does not really matter. It does it regardless.
Mm.
And with that, it also harmonizes and neutralizes any frequencies that are potentially harmful or destructive to life and consciousness. And so that's the kind of woo-woo part, but that is exactly how it works. And that is also why you can see these physical effects, because we can measure blood under the dark field microscope, and I think by now 7 randomized placebo-controlled double-blind studies, it's been shown that it improves blood in 100% of the cases so far in every test person in a very significant way, up to like reversal of stage 1 and stage 2 of blood clotting within 10 minutes, reactivating of white blood cells, even reduction in parasitic load, more oxygenation in the blood, and things like that. You can show heart rate variability increases. We actually were able to prove in a lab that ATP production can increase by 20 to 25% if you tap into this quantum power of that technology. Wound healing, the process of wound healing, we've shown now that it can accelerate by 85 to 100% with actual human cells, and that's like statistically significant, randomized. It was double blinded, so it's completely placebo controlled. We're not talking about something that you need to believe in to work. And the crazy thing is that it is just energy, but hey, energy is so powerful. And Masaru Emoto was a
Yeah.
pioneer
Mhm.
in actually showing us out of Japan, how you can change the state of water through negative words like hate or kill or something like that, and then using positive words like love and positive energy. You can change literally the energy of water with that.
Mm.
And I'll just mention this here as last because now we're at this topic, and then I'll I'll let you come up with more questions, but the Emoto Institute tested our products, and they found in their analysis that even our device was able to change water to the optimal form faster than any other method they'd ever seen before. So out of like one beautiful crystal in a control water, suddenly there were 5 beautiful crystals. So an optimally structured water, basically, within just 3 minutes. Now they're actually selling our products into Japan, which they've never done with any other product line. So just mentioning that because it's just an energy device, but hey, it's all about energy, because if you can influence a physiological organism positively on the below subatomic level, then it can ripple through all these levels into the physical, and it goes through for all these types of purposes. You can even make your own products with it. You can take a silver coin or some other metal piece, take your favorite supplements that you love to take, and put them in the block together with this metal carrier. And after 45 seconds, you have the vibration of exactly these supplements or your favorite healing plan or whatever you want. And you have that here vibrating on that silver coin or on that, metal piece, whatever it is. It needs to be somewhat dense metal and not just a tiny little piece of aluminum foil, something bigger so that it can actually vibrate. You hold that in your hand and you have that information. And maybe for the audience out there, sometimes we really don't know how things work. If we ingest a vitamin C pill, what ends up through all this digestive process and then all these millions of interactions, what ends up in the core of the cell is not the physical substance of the vitamin C, it's the information, the frequency of the vitamin C. That is what ends up there.